Imagine executing trades so fast that you're profiting before your competition even sees the price feed. Today I'm going to show you how to build a home-based, ultra-low latency internet setup tailored for high-frequency trading in under 8 seconds. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to choose the right fiber optic connection, optimize every ping, and even collocate your servers, just like the pros do, to shave off precious microseconds and seize market opportunities. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to transform your home network into a high-frequency trading powerhouse without any fluff, just actionable steps and real-world hacks. I still recall the moment I realized that in high-frequency trading, every microsecond matters, when I saw two servers a mere few kilometers apart consistently gap each other by fractions of a millisecond. It hit me how critical end-to-end latency truly is. Latency is the sum of propagation delay, governed by the speed of light in your chosen medium, processing delay inside each networking device, and serialization delay, the time it takes to put bits onto the wire. Once I grasped that shaving off even 1.5 microseconds per kilometer by switching to hollow core fiber could deliver a roughly 30% latency gain over conventional glass core fiber, I knew I had to rethink every part of my setup. My first major step was evaluating internet service providers. Typical consumer cable or DSL simply can't compete on raw speed or consistency. I needed a provider offering fiber to the premises, FTTP, ensuring the fewest possible network handoffs between my home and the backbone. While researching, I discovered that some exchanges even allowed customers to pay a premium for hollow core installations, though after regulatory scrutiny, NASDAQ suspended its secret hollow core offering, illustrating how fairness and transparency can shape these technologies. Still, for most home-based traders, a standard FTTP plan from a reputable ISP was the baseline. Beyond the physical link, I explored alternative radio-based paths. Microwave networks, using line-of-sight radio hops between towers, can slice off significant latency by avoiding the longer, winding routes of terrestrial fiber. These links typically shave off tens of microseconds over comparable fiber distances, though they require direct tower access and clear paths, conditions not everyone can satisfy. For those who can't deploy private microwave, managed services like AWS Direct Connect offer a dedicated fiber circuit from your premises directly into major cloud providers and colocations, bypassing the public internet's congestion and unpredictability. On the hardware front, I upgraded my network rack with ultra-low latency switches, models from Arista and Cisco Nexus boasting sub-microsecond cut-through forwarding, and paired them with Mellanox RDMA-capable NICs to eliminate kernel intervention on packet I/O. These devices alone can reduce per-hop delays by several microseconds each, adding up when you traverse multiple network segments. I meticulously tuned the maximum transmission unit, MTU, to the largest size my path could handle without fragmentation, ensuring that each packet crossed the network in one piece and avoided the overhead of reassembling. To keep track of every millisecond, I deployed a suite of monitoring tools. Uptime Robot provided simple, cloud-based ping checks, while on-premises solutions like Kentic Synthetics and Nodaping ran synthetic transactions to the exchange gateways. Alerts notified me instantly if jitter crept above thresholds or if packet loss surfaced, allowing me to remediate issues, whether updating firmware on a switch or swapping to a backup ISP, before any trade execution could suffer. Even with an optimized home network, the ultimate latency reduction came from colocation. By leasing rack space in the same data centers that host exchange matching engines, I slashed physical distance, and thus propagation time, down to virtually zero. Colocation fees and cross-connect charges can be steep, but for serious HFT strategies, the ability to react in single-digit microseconds to market events justifies the expense. I also deployed a secondary colo site as a disaster recovery location. Should my primary link fail, automatic failover preserved trading continuity, albeit at slightly higher latency. Maintaining peak performance demands relentless vigilance. I maintain real-time dashboards that display latency histograms, packet loss percentages, and round-trip time percentiles for each segment, from my home router to the exchange gateway. Firmware and OS patches on all networking devices are applied promptly, because even minor driver updates can yield measurable gains in CPU and NIC offload performance. And every quarter, I retest my MTU path and revalidate hop counts to guard against silent changes in my ISP's routing. Looking back, building a low-latency HFT connection at home was an iterative journey. Understanding the physics of light through different media, selecting the right ISP or radio link, investing in specialized hardware, and embracing the costs of proximity hosting. Each optimization, whether hollow core fiber, dedicated AWS Direct Connect, cut-through switching, or collocating servers, contributed microseconds of improvement that, in aggregate, define the razor's edge of competitive advantage. Even now, as new technologies like photonic integrated circuits and air-core fiber loom on the horizon, I remain in pursuit of every fraction of a microsecond, because in high-frequency trading, that relentless quest is what turns fleeting opportunities into real profits.